Okay, so episode 3 looks like a Lawrence-centric episode. He's in San Francisco doing pretty well in his new job and getting comfortable in his new apartment, but he's also co-parenting with Condola. At one point, he's on a date with a gorgeous lady. It's not going great to begin with, but then he gets a text message saying that Condola has just given birth to their son. Keke Palmer plays Condola's kind of meddling, but maybe in a good way sister. He's there, he's keen to be a father because he's Lawrence and he'll always be there doing his best. I'm a bit of a Lawrence apologist though, so I'll try not to pat him on the back for doing completely normal things like showing up for his kid. It's kind of rough with the two of them as they try to co-parent. Condola doesn't seem to trust Lawrence with the baby, and they have a big blowout and she doesn't let him take the baby overnight. She feels he's half in, half out, while she's being kept awake by late night feeds and a fussy baby. He has his career, he's going on dates, he's hooking up with women, but when Lawrence tries to take the baby for a while, for an overnight stay or for an extended stay with his family, she won't let him, which I guess I get. She's a new and kind of anxious mother. I don't want to be mean about stories that I can't relate to, but this episode was kind of lukewarm. At the end of the episode, they admit that their arrangement isn't working and they're going to have to work at it. In episode 4, Issa and her friends are at the beach at an event hosted by Nathan. It's been a week since he walked out on her crying. She sees Nathan being flirty with someone else and she's obviously jealous. She asks him if they're fine and he's a bit awkward and he explains later to his friends that Issa doesn't know what she wants. I don't know, I think that Issa knows what she wants. She wants to keep Nathan on hold for when she's ready and sure, which isn't even a bad thing, a bit selfish, sure, if she doesn't let him move on, but I get it, because I mean, look at him. Also, it's Issa, so, she gets like this sometimes. Then an earthquake has the beach evacuated, and they end up doing a bunch of stuff. This episode is a little scattered. I liked that this whole show is kind of a love letter to LA, which always looks really pretty, and it's always interesting to see different parts of it, but I just wanted a bit of focus. I wanted to stay in one place for a minute. Anyway, we do find out about some family falling out between Nathan and his cousin, who didn't know how to handle Nathan during his manic episodes. In fact, Nathan didn't even tell him that he's bipolar, so now that he's stable, he's having to face some of the problems that he left in his wake when he was manic. Issa kind of consoles him while she's there, which is nice, and eventually tells him that she doesn't just want to be friends with him. He tells her that he doesn't just want to be friends with her either, and they kiss. This makes me feel a bit nervous for the both of them, and I think it's because Issa and Lawrence haven't had any screen time together yet since their breakup. Like, I don't want her and Nathan getting to a good place and then having Lawrence show up only to have Issa realize that she can't do it with Nathan. I'll say I'm more nervous for him because I think he might get his heart broken. One more note, I know Kaylee is meant to be the funny friend, and she often is really funny, and the show isn't about her, I get it, but I don't know, this season her storylines have been very weird and sometimes kind of annoying. I wish there was more for her to do on the show. Anyway, that's it for this recap. Feel free to share your thoughts, and thank you for watching.